There are weeks in the NFL where everything tightens up. And after Week 15, that's exactly where the Carolina Panthers find themselves. A playoff race that's still alive. Key voices inside the locker room responding to adversity. Injury concerns starting to surface at the worst possible time. And roster moves and draft conversations that hint at how the organization is thinking, both now and long term. With Tampa Bay looming and the division still within reach, every decision, every rep, and every response matters. Here's where things stand in Carolina. That's how J.C. Horn sees it. After another frustrating loss to the Saints, the Panthers' Pro Bowl corner made one thing clear. Carolina's playoff path didn't disappear on Sunday. It just got louder. Because whether they liked it or not, this season was always going to come down to Tampa Bay. Horn admitted the loss stung, especially losing to New Orleans twice, but his message was simple. The math hasn't changed. We were going to have to win anyway, Horn said via ESPN. It was going to be a must-win game against Tampa anyway. We beat tougher teams than that. That's the frustrating part. But we've got to flush it and bounce back. And that mindset matters, because the Panthers still control their fate. 2 of their final 3 games are against the Buccaneers, and the division is still there for the taking. Now, Horn did take some criticism for giving up a few key completions late against the Saints, something that's rare for him. Head coach Dave Canales explained that communication breakdowns in the secondary hurt the defense down the stretch. Another harsh lesson. Another reminder that in December, small mistakes get magnified. And speaking of concern points, Wednesday's practice report didn't exactly bring comfort. Carolina held out 3 major offensive starters to begin the week. Wide receiver Tetairoa McMillan was sidelined with a foot and ankle issue suffered during Sunday's game. Left tackle Ike Ekwonu was also out, dealing with a knee issue that surfaced after the loss. And left guard Damian Lewis missed practice due to illness. Canales said McMillan was rolled up on during a run play, and that the injury built up over the course of the game. The hope is to get him back on the field soon. Ekwonu's situation is more uncertain. Canales called him day-to-day, saying tests revealed something going on in the knee. The team is being cautious, and rightfully so, with the biggest game of the season approaching. Defensive lineman Tershawn Wharton also did not practice, still dealing with the hamstring injury that kept him out in Week 15. So yes, the urgency is real. And so is the movement. The Panthers announced 2 roster moves on Wednesday. First, they opened the 21-day practice window for veteran wide receiver David Moore. He's been out since Week 4 after undergoing elbow surgery. Carolina also signed rookie running back Montrell Johnson to the practice squad, filling the spot left by DJ Dallas after Jacksonville signed him away earlier this week. Johnson brings a productive college resume, including a Sun Belt Freshman of the Year season, and adds another developmental piece as the roster continues to churn late in the year. And while the focus remains on the present, the future is already creeping into the conversation. In a new 2026 mock draft, Pro Football Focus analyst Max Chadwick has the Panthers selecting USC wide receiver Mekhi Lemon in the first round, a move that would immediately turn up the heat on Xavier Legette. Chadwick questioned whether Legette will ever become a true number 2 option opposite McMillan, pointing to Lemon's elite slot production and polish as a potentially better long-term fit for Bryce Young. 3 straight first-round wide receivers would sound wild. But if Dan Morgan believes it helps his quarterback, nothing is off the table. Which brings everything back to now. This isn't about mock drafts yet. It's not about narratives or frustration. It's about response. J.C. Horn says nothing's changed. The Panthers still have their fate in their hands. And Tampa Bay is waiting. So what do you think? Do the Panthers bounce back and take control of the NFC South? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're locked in for the stretch run. Because the pressure, it's officially on. Keep pounding.